Hey guys, in this video I'm just going to be reviewing one of my subscribers and viewers game that they played on, I believe, chess.com. It was a 10 plus 0 game, so 10 minutes, no increment. They were the white pieces, and they started with the Roy Lopez, and black defended with this defense, which I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's a more passive one. It's still pretty good for black. But they also do like a Paul Morphy defense with a6 and b5. But here my subscriber plays bishop takes f7, sacrificing the bishop to get the king more towards the center and exposed on the light squares. And while this bishop and this pawn is not developed, they what do they play here? They play a4, I believe, or they play d4, I guess. Which threatens to take this, I guess, or push maybe. Black has a lot of options. They take, and then they my subscriber plays a4, which is a pretty good move. I think it was one of the top moves. Idea being it takes, and you can't take back because the pawn is pinned. Here, like, black should play like b4 just to make sure there's no problems here. But they take, activating this rook, which becomes a problem later down the lines. But after rook takes a4, black can still play quite a bit of moves. But they play knight g6, which is a weird move just because this knight isn't really doing much. I mean, it's controlling this square, but you kind of just want to get your king to safety somewhere. Like, I'm sure like king g8 was a good move. Yeah, it was like one of the top moves. a5 or h6. So black didn't really know how to defend against this sacrifice. So here, white has quite a bit of options, but they go with c3, which is fine. When you're gambiting, you just want a lot of development, right? And lines to open up, and you want things to get really tactical. And they play right into it. They just take, which, again, you shouldn't do that because now another piece gets into the game. And now black isn't even necessarily winning. Like, a minus 0.68 advantage for black is not winning at the engine level, so obviously you still would need to look down the lines, but basically black's not even up a pawn here, so black should be able, or white should be able to draw now. Let's go through the moves a bit quicker. They play a really weird move, blocking this pawn. I mean, it makes no sense. Like, I'm sure black needs to be careful, but you're like, I don't know. It was one of the top moves. Like, I'd probably play maybe bishop e7. Apparently king e8 is a move. But yeah, it's kind of difficult. I'm guessing this move is not good because of maybe this check or this check. But yeah, let's just keep going through the moves. So here, apparently knight g5 was a really good move. It like just draws because if you look down the line, after like here, it's like check here and here. I think the queen goes like, it goes like here, and like so there's like some check and blocks. I don't know. I was hoping it would show up more, but basically there's this line where it's like a draw, like a zeros all around. But this move is actually pretty good still. It doesn't give away a win, or I don't think this is losing yet. It says -1, so you'd have to do more depth analysis or go through the line. It could be losing, could be winning, but you'd have to play king e8, which is actually pretty risky to play if you don't know what you're doing. So they just go king f8, and now they go e5, which is a really nice move. There are two pieces defending, so right now it's defending, but there's this in-between move of rook f4, and this king has to go on these two squares, which is what happens after takes, and oh yeah, there was also this pin here. That was kind of like the main thing, but yeah. So now white is up 1 point of material. Let's see, they're up in exchange, but they're down 1 pawn. So only up 1 point of material, and then like yeah, here, I mean, it's not very good to just, again, like undeveloping. Like this knight was doing more here, controlling more squares. At the very least, this kind of blocks out the queen for a bit. But I think because of this check and the brilliant sacrifice by my subscriber, it didn't really change much. So like check, knight hops in, so now there's this issue. The queen's gonna get out, so you can say knight takes. Knight takes, you can at least bring the queen out. So this was a short-term move, but not long-term. And the brilliant move was sacrificing the rook. And here the follow-up is this check, and then apparently here the best move I think was takes, and after takes, not here because c5, and not here right away because of c5. I thought there was queen b4 check, but c5 basically equalizes the game, unfortunately. Because I'm guessing like the best move here is to either give some check or something, or there's no checks actually, but basically you just trade, and if queen takes, I think, yeah, like, so takes, let's see, so check here, takes, and then I don't know, I feel like you're still winning there. I don't really understand why it's a draw. I think it still said it was winning for white, but it'll be a lot more difficult. Anyway, let's try to get these moves back on the board. So my subscriber plays queen d4 check, which is good because the only move that doesn't get mated is c6, king c6, and then here we get queen c4 check. Now black should have repeated because after here, which is a good move, but it just falls into queen b4 check, and there's no c5 because the king is now off this diagonal, so the king has to move. There's no other way to stop the check. And then here you just take with the rook here, and now the queen is not in a good spot. It could escape, I guess. Oh, it can't escape. It's just trapped. Wow. Dang. It's unfortunate. So yeah, this was the best move for black just because the queen was trapped. And now it's just a cleanup by my subscriber, but they do some flexing here. They get another queen, and then they just sacrifice, get the black king in this corner, which makes it easy for them to do a bishop and knight checkmate, which they set up. Do that, get the king in the corner. I would have brought the king first, but either way, it didn't really matter. My subscriber cleanly gets the king to the other side of the board, which I struggle with sometimes. But if you have the knight and bishop in the right squares, it's no problem. And my subscriber gets a nice win. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh yeah, and also thank you to my subscriber for signing the game. Okay.